Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making a recipe from the Keeping It Simple cookbook, a book from the 70s that loves using mayo. And today we're going to be making muffins that have mayo in them. In the book, they're written down as easy muffins. So if you're not able to make these, then I don't think there's any hope for you. Let's get into it. So into a large bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of self-raising flour. So if you're like me and you don't have any self-raising flour, what you're going to do is you're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder per cup of flour. So because they're asking for 2 cups of flour, I added 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Then we want to add 1/4 cup of sugar. Now comes the fun part, we get to add in the mayo. So we need 1/4 cup of mayo, so dump that in as well. Next we need 1 cup of buttermilk. But if you don't have buttermilk, what you can do is you can add 1 tablespoon of vinegar to 1 cup of milk and then leave it for about 5 minutes for it to curdle and get all gross. And then you'll have buttermilk that you can use. So that is what I did as well because I don't have buttermilk either. So, you know, it's an easy muffin, but I didn't have 2 of the ingredients. My mixture for some reason was a little bit too dry, so I added in a few extra tablespoons of milk, and that seemed to do the trick. The recipe does say the batter should be slightly lumpy, so it's not supposed to be a really thin or liquidy mixture. Next, you're going to grease a muffin tin. I used muffin liners, but I wouldn't recommend doing that because they stuck to them more than I would have liked, even after cooling. So just make sure your muffin tin is really well greased, and then you should be alright. Then you can start scooping in the batter. You want to fill each one up about 2/3 full. Then it's time to bake them in a 375 Fahrenheit oven for 18 minutes. You'll know they're done when you insert a toothpick and it comes out clean and they're nice and light and golden brown, and when you push on them gently they should spring back. Eating these straight out of the oven is actually really nice. They're super moist and they're actually pretty tasty. Surprisingly tasty for like the minimal amount of ingredients used. So I have a little guy here, and even after being a day old it's still pretty soft. It has firmed up a little bit, but not much. The flavor is kind of like a sweet scone, I guess. Like, you can't taste the mayo. To give my best description of this, I would say like a muffin flavored muffin. They're not anything fancy, but sometimes you just have to make a simple muffin with a little bit of mayo in it. So for this recipe, I would say that I recommend it, and it's pretty good, so you should give it a try. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. And in the next video, we're gonna be making a mystery gourmet sandwich from this cookbook too. When you think of a mystery gourmet sandwich, what are you imagining? You know, what kind of sandwich do you think that is going to be? Comment down below.